Okay, so there's gonna be some road work ahead. In other words, it's gonna get pretty gnarly for a little bit. Oh, there's the light. I'm not gonna make that light. I'm not gonna make it. So welcome back to the channel. So we are going through a work zone. Actually, they're just fixing the road right now. So most of it's already like gone. So they just left like two very narrow lanes, one going and the one coming. So we're pretty limited. So whoever's behind me is gonna get stuck behind me. So I hope they don't mind getting stuck behind an e-bike that's busting 27. When I know for a fact that these people want to go 50 all the time. But that's how it is. So nice to talk to you again after a while. I've been posting that often, mainly because of rain, mainly because I've been working extra hours since I'm yet to be monetized or being close to monetized. So I need to make money the old school way. That means getting extra work at work. So, yeah, I haven't had the time to record anything. All right. So can you fit through that? Where are you going, dude? Where are you going? We're going the same way. So there's nowhere to go, and this dude is just like pulling up right next to me. Like, seriously, dude, wait your turn. Here we go again. Welcome to my everyday. So I don't think this is a good video to try to sell you to buy an e-bike. So I've been thinking, so the main purpose of this video is to give you the 3 reasons why people actually end up buying an e-bike. Come on. See, the problem is people not paying attention. People not paying attention. Why would you go backwards and not look behind you? Really, seriously, it's like amazed at how people are still alive when they actually drive that way. Alright, so we don't have to deal with you anymore, who is allergic to signaling. Don't you love it when people don't signal? I mean, like, I know I'm good, but I still cannot read minds. And I shouldn't say anything because sometimes I leave my blinker on the wrong way, like for maybe half hour. and not realize I still have it on. So yeah. So 3 reasons why people buy e-bike, and I'll give you a hint. One of them isn't convenience, because as you can tell, or can guess from watching my videos, the last thing an e-bike is convenient. If anything, it's inconvenient. Come on, I know you want to. You're the same car that was in front of me. Oh gosh, same car. Anyway, so it's inconvenient to have an e-bike, but that's not the reasons why you should stay away from buying one. And there are 3 main reasons why people actually, even though it is inconvenient, they still buy one. Did that car make it? He probably make it. Let's wait for the traffic to die out so we could haul ass. Alright, seems like everybody went through. So the problem with this section of road is that you can tell this is the bike path, so you can't really ride on it because there's piles, like literally there's piles of dirt and gravel all over the place, so the chances of you getting a flat, I think there might be up there in the 80% range. Okay, so someone's behind me, so we are gonna pretend to go on the side so we don't get killed by a friend who's going 40 or 50. Oh, there's more people behind me. So this is not why you would buy a bike. You would buy a bike for 3 main reasons. The most common one is economical reasons. The one that makes the most sense. The other 2 are more ideal, which is saving the planet, reducing your emissions. Or health reasons, you could exercise. So you could exercise, and people don't think you could actually exercise while you ride a e-bike, but you can. Especially if you're in the situation where if you use your throttle for everything, your battery will die midway. So you bet you're gonna pedal at least half of the time. And if you really want to buy an e-bike for health reasons, you should just buy one that has pedal assist and forego the throttle. So health reasons, people actually do that. My first e-bike, that was the whole point. I wanted to still exercise. When I bought the FLX, I wanted to still exercise. and I wanted to still ride, but I was dying every 20 miles going to work on my regular bike, so I decided to just buy an e-bike, bite the bullet. I did resist because I didn't think I was going to get a workout out of it. I was wrong. Part of it's because the bike is heavy, much heavier than standard bike, and that actually adds to your hauling. So you're hauling yourself and the heavy bike. So yeah, you will work out. When I say you work out, it's more to do with distance than to be like as fit as our Tour de France cyclists. That's not the level of fitness that you will acquire riding an e-bike, but you'll have some fitness, and that's real good, especially when you haven't done anything and you want to exercise and you're afraid of getting hurt, like getting knee problems down the line. So cycling is the best exercise for anyone who wants to go back into doing that. So the second reason is the most common reason, and is the financial reason. Although owning a car is very convenient, especially if you live in Southern California, where everybody's hauling ass all the time. It's a good option because the gas prices as of the taping of this video is $4.79 average in Southern California, but that usually goes up during holidays and during the summer, so it's not a static price, it's always fluctuating. That's not good. So it's not just gas price, but there's also the price of insurance, registration, and maintenance of a car, which is way more than maintaining an e-bike or owning an e-bike. So there's that. So another option besides riding a car is public transportation. Which in the city of LA is the worst thing you could do. I mean, it's not only expensive, but let's just say that everything runs not as smooth as you want to. So yeah, there's schedules for the bus and the trains and what have you, but it gets to a point during the day they just serve as more of a suggestion than an actual thing. So, and it's expensive too. If I were to ride to work every day, I will spend around $1,300 a year. And not only that, the buses and the trains, depending which ones you take, they're not as clean and they're not as nice. So yeah, the option is there, but it's not really an option. Plus, because they don't run when they say they're gonna run, it will take you twice as long as if you were to ride just your e-bike. For instance, I have to ride the train when it rains. On my e-bike, it's just an hour ride. If I take public transportation, it's 2 hours. Yes, 2 hours. So, yeah. Public transportation is just something you do when you have no other option. Yes, I'm looking at you, Rain. I'm talking about you, Rain. So if you have deep pockets and you don't think owning a car is expensive, do it for the environment. Do it to minimize your carbon footprint. Be a good soul. Be a good human. So minimize your carbon footprint. The best way to minimize your carbon footprint is to own a bike. So e-bike and bike, regular old school bike, is zero emissions. On average, a car emits 4.6 metric tons of carbon dioxide. So if you truly care about the environment or the planet, or let's just say it, the next generation, yeah, minimizing your carbon footprint is the best thing, the most real thing you could do to help out the planet and have a greener tomorrow. Or at least a tomorrow that won't suck too much. Because you can't breathe. Because it's so polluted. So if you want air quality to improve, really think about riding an e-bike. It's just better overall. Even though I complain a lot, I just don't see myself driving again. It's just so boring. I mean, the exciting of getting a flat every time I ride one of these things is enormous. But all jokes aside, actually it helps you feel better. So those are your 3 reasons why most people ride e-bikes. And I hope I convinced some of you to pull the trigger on one. pretty sure that when you do, you won't regret it. It's one of the most fun and, believe it or not, safer ways to commute. So I hope you enjoyed this short video. And as always, ride safely.